1 month ago, if you asked me if I'd be here with my baby holding her and calm like this, honestly, I don't think I'd have an answer, because what I went through right after the birth process was one of the toughest moments I've ever gone through. So let's make dinner as I tell you the story. Sorry. Okay, you sleep so that I cook, okay? Long neck. It's time. Yeah, yeah. Hi. I had a very smooth bath experience. I'm one of those people that almost didn't notice that they were in labor, and I also popped my baby out pretty fast. So I did a whole highlight on my Instagram. So if you haven't come across my birth story, maybe go check it out. Same username. So I was so excited. I thought that having given birth really quick, I was going to be one of those people who give birth at night and the next day they go home with their baby. I was so happy. They didn't prepare me for the next thing, which is blood sugar levels. So apparently, it's such a serious thing for the baby. It needs to be above maybe 4. A good number could be 4. I'm not so sure. But when they measured my baby's blood sugar level the next day, it was found to be 2.8, and that was pretty low for a baby. So now the doctor said, you guys can't go home. The baby has to be admitted. We have to monitor that blood sugar level or you might lose her. So what they didn't tell me is the relationship between the blood sugar level and breastfeeding. All you have to do, the solution to it is very simple. You just have to breastfeed your baby so that the sugar level stabilizes. For me, at that time, I didn't have breast milk. It hadn't come out yet. And they made it seem like it was abnormal. They didn't tell me that that's actually a normal occurrence, that once you give birth, you might have to wait a few days before you even see the breast milk. So I started panicking, because where am I supposed to get breast milk? And the other thing, they were putting me through so much stress, making it even harder for the milk to come out. So everyone started blaming me. One particular doctor kept saying, you don't want to breastfeed your baby, talking about me wanting to slay. And it just had me so mad, because who would go through the whole pregnancy journey, giving birth and holding your baby, just to intentionally put them at risk? So that part really had me pissed. So this whole time I was actually crying. I was so sad, because what do you mean, now I have a whole human who is depending on me to keep her alive, and I'm alone. It was just me and Chris. It has always been us. And remember, stuff at the homestead also has to go on. We had some construction going on. We have livestock depending on us. We have dogs who are supposed to be cooked for. So we were just juggling both sides, because they decided to admit us. So the first day was the most intense, but I didn't tell anyone. I just, in my mind, I just kept encouraging myself, telling myself that it's going to pass, maybe it's nothing serious. But days kept passing. Milk wasn't coming out still. So that's when now I started panicking completely, because they started mentioning putting my baby under the lights, because if she doesn't get any milk, it's going to be completely serious now. Talking about this really just makes me sad, because the hospital was kind of doing business with us. There's a whole insurance thing, and they were trying to keep us there for as long as they could. So keeping us even while knowing that maybe the environment could also be contributing to me not having breast milk. It wouldn't come out in that environment. I was so stressed. It was the first time I was admitted ever. So that was quite an experience for me. So I remember after 2 days, on the second day, I just completely broke down within those walls. Chris had gone home to check, because he used to come spend the night with us, and then during the day he goes check on the homestead, and then come back in the afternoon, come back home again, and then come spend the night. So within that period that he left, I felt so lonely, and I just took my phone and I called my friend, my sister-in-law, and said, I can't do this anymore. I'm going through it. I gave birth. We wanted it to be a surprise to everyone, actually. And the fact that it was so smooth even made me so happy that, everyone is actually going to be surprised. So now at this point, I really can't keep it a secret anymore, because I'm going through it. So I called her and I told her, I can't keep on like this. I was just crying. And God bless my sister-in-law, such an amazing lady. She came to the hospital, and from then at least my mood lifted and we started exploring options. She was so busy, you'd think she was the mother. I am so grateful for that bit. So now we decided that I was at least going to try and hand press, is it hand pressing? Yeah, just to try and get the milk by myself. And it finally started coming, but I still insisted that I have to be discharged. Yes. So we were discharged, and Amy's blood sugar was that level was also taken. That test was done, and it was stabilizing. So I insisted we can't keep doing this, because it might drop if I get stressed one bit again. So to the new mothers, the whole breast milk thing just needs you to relax. Don't be stressed. Apparently it's a normal occurrence for it not to come early. So I wish someone told me this. I wouldn't have panicked like that. But I honestly thought I was going to lose my baby. Yeah. And in that moment, I just sighed and said, what have I gotten myself into? But here we are, thriving, 1 month, no colic, just as happy. And that's the story.